welcome to another episode of the Long Gone Loser Rock Show, where today I am at Super Nintendo World right here in Osaka, Japan, with my best buddy Donkey Kong. Look how happy he is. He's happy to be here, but he's kind of disappointed that Donkey Kong Country is not open. But anyway, he's still happy to be here because this is part of his world. And so yeah, let's go on this journey together as we take on this amazing looking park. Every attention to detail is here. So much to see. You have to look everywhere. Look up, look down, look left, look right. You just have to look everywhere, and you will find so many little things, like little Easter eggs as they call them, hidden away, tucked away in the scenery. It is awesome here. This place is a good time. Everybody's happy, everybody's smiling. This is what you want in a day. I recommend getting here about 6 o'clock, 6:30 in the morning to line up, and you will get in. The first thing everybody does is they run to this park, and it's not the closest park as soon as you get in. So Mario World is kind of a run. It's going to take you about 5 minutes running time to get here, but they tell you not to run, to walk. So walk quickly, do the right thing. Don't like speed run. Don't be that guy. Just don't. But you can speed walk, little trot, whatever. But you just don't go, running full pelt. But yeah, this place is awesome. Yeah, get on down. Anyway, let's go take a look around and let's ride some rides. So we made it inside, and this place is awesome. It looks incredible. And yeah, Donkey Kong's here. He says hi. And we're going on the Mario Kart ride now, which I'm pretty damn excited about. So I think he's happy too. Look at him, look at that face. You can't, that smile says it all. He is very happy to be here. I can't believe I'm here. Awesome. So here we are inside Bowser's Castle, which houses the Mario Kart ride. But just check out this attention to detail. This is where you line up, obviously, but getting in so early meant that there was no line. So just look at it all. Like, so much from the games can be seen here. So I love that they put this much detail and thought into it, like everything from the color schemes, including all the characters and all this scenery, as you can see. Because if you're stuck in a line for hours on end, and these lines do get very, very long, then why not have cool stuff to look at and check out? So yeah, I look like an idiot and I don't care. So this room here is basically where you get given a headset, well, like a 3D visor type thing, because the game is in 3D, which is pretty wild to see. So even if you take your camera out and try and film it, it's not going to give you any idea of what it's like, because it's all like virtual reality type stuff, So you go into this room here, and this room is where you get told the rules of the game and what you need to do. So you can listen to that and take a look at all this cool stuff that's on the walls and things like that. Check out this decor. Like, it looks really, really awesome. The way that they've got this set up, so cool. And then I saw this. I'd like to think somebody there is a Motorhead fan, hence this. I just got done on the Mario Kart ride, which is freaking awesome. That thing is wild. And I don't know if everybody wins, but we won. So there we go. Donkey Kong was kind of bummed out that he wasn't featured in the game, but there were bananas. So that kind of like balanced it out for him or something. But I'm telling you, man, this place absolutely rules. So we're looking here at a swoop of the park from just coming out of the Bowser ride, the Mario Kart ride, I should say. And so you can see the detail is incredible. Like, everything just looks amazing. It's nice and bright and colorful. A really, really well-designed park. Then there's a gift shop. All right, so I am in this merchandise store, and they have Donkey Kong merchandise, and he is super happy. Look at him, look at that smile. He is so happy to be here because of all his merchandise. Look at it all. He's having a field day. He's loving every minute of this, aren't you? He wishes he could talk. So after stocking up on Donkey Kong cookies and all this other cool stuff, it was time to head to Yoshi's Adventure. I mean, this is pretty much just a kid's ride, but you're already there, so why not, jump in and do it. It's pretty cool. Like, I mean, you get a nice view of the park from up there as well. So yeah, it's worth riding. I mean, why not? You're already there, you know what I mean? I'm on Yoshi's ride. This is how you do it, man. Long Lisa Rock Show. That's where it's at. Yoshi's Wild Adventure or something like that. So look at this. So cool. Donkey Kong's with me. He's enjoying it. He's enjoying the show. See? Here he is. He's loving it. He's looking around, seeing stuff.
Okay, so there is actually a reason for this ride. So there's a game as part of it. So basically what you need to do is you have these three colors in front of you, and basically when you see an egg lit up as one particular color, you have to hit that particular color button and get points. So as you can see up here, we've got this blue flashing egg. So you'd hit the blue flashing egg color on your like dashboard thing there, and yeah, that's how you get points and stuff like that. It's not a long game, it's not a long ride, it's over pretty quickly, you know, probably takes a couple of minutes just to go around, but you know, it's still fun. You're there, and like, look at this, look at all the attention to detail that there is throughout it. It looks really cool. So the lineup to get on this wasn't very long at all, and I assume it's because everyone was running for the Mario Kart ride, which is understandable because that thing is amazing. This is still really early in the morning, so basically as soon as the Mario Kart ride was done, it was straight to Yoshi's ride to, you know, get both rides in, and therefore, you know, spend the rest of the day checking out the park, because the lineups just get crazy, and so you want to make sure you can get those done ASAP. So lining up in the morning, man, is the best thing you could do. Like getting there at stupid o'clock. That's why you can see, you know, whenever I'm on screen, I look really tired because I was. But yeah, check it out, man. Look at the detail here. Everything talks to you. It's mechanical, it makes sound effects, it's bright, it's colorful, it's wonderful. It's a happy place, and it looks awesome. And for any Nintendo fan, man, you're gonna have the time of your life there. Like, this really is a great homage to Nintendo and the world of Super Mario, and you know, the huge universe that it is, because, you know, let's face it, it's become a massive thing now, and we're talking like, you know, this is probably $1 billion industry now, all because of Mario, which, you know, as a result, needed Donkey Kong to help elevate him to that status.
We are just outside Yoshi's Adventure. This area behind me is where the entrance to Donkey Kong Country will be. As you can see, nothing is open, but this is where it will be. So it's on the exit of Yoshi's Adventure. Yoshi's Snack Island is there. So if you want to see Donkey Kong Country when it opens, this is where you'll run to. So it's going to be pretty cool. He's pretty excited because, you know, this is it. This is where his home is. Right behind us. Right behind that wall. He's very happy. How can you argue with that face, really, ever?
So after checking that out, it was time to get some food. And here's a look at Canopio's tavern or restaurant or whatever it is, cafe. And unfortunately, you have to do a timed entry thing. So you can't just go in there whenever you're hungry. You kind of have to book it. And then, so you go there and you make a booking using a Wi-Fi thing within the area. And then they will take your reservation, then ask you to come back at a certain time. So just keep that in mind. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Sneaky peek at the Donkey Kong Country temple there in the background, which is very cool to see. I will be making the pilgrimage back to Universal Studios Japan next year so I can check out the Donkey Kong Country, so I can ride the Diddy Kong minecart ride, and obviously, you know, to just check it out in general, because being a huge Donkey Kong fan, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. So these shots that I'm just showing you here are just like things that I noticed, you know, little cool, little cute things that I noticed around the park. And, you know, really good look there at the front of Bowser's Castle. It's very cool. And there's also these little things up here, like, you know, check that out. Like, it's just like the game, you know, they've got it done so well. We picked a really good day to go there. The weather was perfect. But yeah, here comes Mario and Luigi. There you go. And you can get your photo taken with them. Now the photos cost 3,000 yen, so $30 roughly, and they do 2 shots, and you get this nice little presented package and stuff like that. At the end, you just have to go to the area that is right behind me, but you can't see it, but it's right behind where I'm standing now, and pick up the photos there. Mario and Luigi, they came out and, you know, you got to chat to them. They basically tell you to talk to them, but it's kind of programmed, I think, because, you know, obviously they've only got the voices doing the certain things, and they seem to say the same things to everybody, like, let's take a picture. And so, yeah, it's like you talk to them, but it's all programmed and stuff like that. But their mouths move, and, you know, like, it's just really, really well done. So I really, really like that they dance together, and, you know, like, yeah, it's pretty funny to see. But look at them, yeah. And they do, like, different poses. So they ask you what poses you're going to do for the photos, and they make sure that both Mario and Luigi do exactly the same poses for both photos as the ones that you're doing, which is pretty cool. So, you know, they have somebody there tell them what you're going to do. They're going to ask you what you're going to do, and then, yeah, you get your photo taken with them. Now, the lineup for this, it was pretty long, but it moved pretty quickly.
Just had my photo taken with Mario and Luigi, which you can see over there. Now I'm about to eat at Pinocchio's Cafe, so I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be awesome. So yeah, more later. Pinocchio's Cafe. We're going in. Look at this place. We're going to get food made by Toad.
Just be aware of the limited options that they have in Nintendo World. For example, there are no vegetarian options. So I didn't hang around too long and it was time to leave. But I did have that Jaws cake, and that Jaws cake was amazing. And what would Universal be without a Pokemon parade? The happiest group of people they could possibly assemble took this dance and they danced away, and it was fun. You know, I mean, I don't watch Pokemon. I didn't even know. Is it a TV show or something? I don't know. I know it's a game and stuff like that, but I'm just, yeah, I don't know how I've missed the Pokemon world, but I have. All I thought it was card games at the beginning, but apparently it's not. But anyway, they did this cool little dance routine and stuff. And like, look at them, they're the happiest people ever. And yeah, it's just awesome. And then out come these like Pokemon characters, and they're just rocking and rolling, and everyone's having a good time. Look at this guy. He's got his headset on. It looks like he's about to fall over at any minute. But yeah, I don't know. It was a lot of fun. It's a good way to break up the day, so to speak. Like, you know, it gets a bit much sometimes. I will say that if you are somebody who doesn't like large crowds, Universal Studios Japan is probably not going to be the place for you, because it is insanely crowded. Now, I know that yellow guy there is Pikachu. I do know that much. So there you go. And you can get photos with them and stuff like that. Like, there's a photo opportunity at the end of it if you want. So there you go. But here we go. Happy dancing, and look at them all. Like, the agility and athleticism to be able to do that non-stop. You know, I definitely wouldn't be able to dance like that. I'm too uncoordinated. But still, something for all ages there at Universal Studios Japan. Here we are walking through another part of Universal Studios. I can't remember what this area was called, but I know it was heading towards the place where the minions are, like those minion things, Despicable Me or whatever it is. Again, I have not seen Despicable Me. I know nothing about it. All I know is that it's a movie, and that a place I worked at like a while ago now, one of the people I worked with had the Minions ringtone, and every time they got a text message it was bloody annoying, and yeah, everyone got sick of hearing it. And yeah, unfortunately it is what it is. But alas, here we go into Despicable Me Town, or whatever it is, Minions Town or whatever. As you can see, they're everywhere. So I don't know what any of this is representing. So yeah, I just have not seen the movies, so I don't know what all of this represents. I don't know how symbolic this is to the actual movies or anything like that. But there you go. If you're a fan of Minions and Despicable Me, or if you're like the person at my old job that had an annoying ringtone, this place is the place for you. So there you go. Check that out. Good times, no hassles. Puppy love, apparently. So I don't know what that character is called, but that's alright. There you go. Just looking around. See, as you can see, like, even though I'm not a fan of this movie because I just don't know it, the attention to detail is still fantastic. Like, it really is. Just like, look at it all. The amount of effort they've put in to make these parks look the way they do, it's incredible. Here we have a diner. It's getting darker now because it was like later in the day, and the roller coasters were awesome. This one goes either forwards or backwards. It depends which ride you get when you line up. So I guess you might be able to choose, but when I went on it forwards. I didn't get to go on it backwards. But backwards, man, that would be kind of freaky in a good way. I love roller coasters, so there you go, there it goes backwards.
So, it's getting late, and there is roller coasters and stuff. Roller coasters are like an hour long, 2 hours long to get on. I'm not standing in a line for 2 hours. I don't care what the price is at the end of the day. No, I've done standing in lines too many times at Record Store Day. I don't need to be standing in line for 2 more hours just to ride on a 5-minute ride or less than that. Anyway, this place is wild, and there is a lot to do, but not good for vegetarians. And if you want to get the plant-based curry, there's those guys. If you want to get the plant-based curry, it'll take you an hour to get it, and I can't be bothered waiting for an hour to eat some food. But the Jaws cake was really good, so there you go.
So now I'm just having some chill moments, checking out the scenery, and that just looks awesome. That is one of the roller coasters. That's the Jurassic Park roller coaster, which is basically you're like facing the ground, and then you go on this crazy trek around the park. It's awesome. I didn't get to go on that one. I did go on one, and the roller coaster I went on was the one I mentioned before, but the only reason I went on that one is because we got given a complimentary express pass because of what happened during the Waterworld segment, which we're going to get to. But yeah, as you can see, the roller coaster's cruising around. Look at that. It's pretty awesome. I wish I went on that one now. Actually, I think that would be the more fun roller coaster than the other one. But here we are at Waterworld to watch the show. And, you know, I've never seen Waterworld the movie, so I don't really know about it. But this is like one of those live action, you know, performance things. And it's cool. There's lots of, you know, well, the crowd's going to get wet. So if you're down in the first 10 rows or something like that, you're guaranteed to get wet. Lots of explosions, fire, stunts, things like that. So to go and check that out, it's pretty damn cool if you're into those sorts of things. I am. I enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty cool. Lots of stunts and stuff like that. And, you know, there's a lot going on though, so you kind of have to be, you know, looking everywhere for all the little things that are about to happen. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. They made sure that the audience got wet as well. Like, they really, really made sure of that. So if you are in, like I said, the first 10, 15 rows, they guarantee you are going to get wet. Like, they'll ride around on jet skis, like, and flick the water up at the audience and stuff like that, which is pretty funny, as you can see there. And that was quite amusing. So yeah, if you're going there, be prepared to get wet if you are sitting close to it. So I got to tell you though, now the reason why we got the express pass was because this was the first time that I've ever seen one of these performances where something has gone wrong. And I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I was filming this whole segment and things like that when it seems that there's an alarm that they can press when something does go wrong, or if they're injured or something like that. Now, like I said, I'm not exactly sure what happened. All I know is that, you know, we're watching this performance. There's explosions going on everywhere. There's fight scenes. There's you know, people flying across on, you know, they're falling from the rafters, explosions, fire, the whole deal. So you're seeing all of this stuff happen, and you're kind of looking around going, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on? You know, because there's just so much to see all the time. And then all of a sudden, this alarm goes off, and you're suddenly thinking, what's going on? And everything changes. Everything stops. The performance stops immediately. As soon as that alarm is hit, that's it. It's game over. Like, you know, it's the end of the show. Now, it wasn't this guy. it was, even though, you know, watching this happen, it seems like it could have been, it definitely wasn't him. Although I'm sure him falling from that height didn't tickle me. But no, it wasn't him. Basically, what happened was, from what I could tell, and, you know, like, I'm just sitting where I am, so I didn't really get the best view of basically what happened. But as you can see, there are explosions and things like that. Now this, if you look up the top there, there's the people going across on the flying fox thing, and they're having a fight and whatever. Now, you'll see in front of me, there is a pole on the right. Now that pole, you watch, you'll see somebody fly over, and it happened here. And this is where everything suddenly went wrong, and we heard the alarm. So I'm not exactly sure what the injury was. It looks like they came off the flying fox kind of awkwardly and must have like twisted their leg or done something, but they were unable to continue. So for that, they gave everybody express passes, in an apology, I guess you could say, for not being able to finish the show. And all I can say is, well, thank you, but is the person okay? Because as you can see, they're just sitting there up the top, and they're getting people to go up there, and I know they kind of blocked off stuff so that we couldn't see through, but I don't know what was going on. Like, we really couldn't make any sense of what was actually happening. You know, I don't understand Japanese, so if they were talking about it in Japanese, I didn't really understand. But I remember turning to the people next to me and saying, so was that show over? And they said, yes, there's an injury, and that was it. So that was the first time I've ever seen anything go wrong at one of these performances. So yeah, it's pretty interesting to see. I mean, obviously you just want everyone to be safe and to be okay. You know, that's the most important thing here. But it's also interesting to see how this happens, like if something does go wrong and what they do. And, you know, the show can't go on, and it would be selfish to want it to go on, you know, as this person's health and safety must always come first. But yeah, it was pretty mind-blowing to see. Never seen anything like that before in my life. So going from there, I collected my express pass thing for the roller coaster which I was going to go on, and I really wanted to go and see what Nintendo looked like at nighttime, because, you know, I saw it during the day. So what I did is organized a timed re-entry which you can do on the app, and they give you a timed entry of when you can go back into Super Nintendo World, being that that is the most popular place that you can go in Universal Studios Japan. So that's what we did. Now, as you can see here, back in Nintendo World at night time, you can see Donkey Kong's pretty damn happy about being there. You can't get that smile off his face. Like, seriously, he loves being at Nintendo World. You can just tell. And I love being there too. It was awesome. I had such a good time. I didn't ride anything. I just wanted to see how it looked up in lights at the end of the night. And it was really, really cool to see. So anyway, thank you so much for coming with me on this journey to Universal Studios Japan. I had an absolute blast. And while this isn't the most perfectly constructed video, it is a look at what I got to see on that day at Universal Studios Japan. And of course, some other things as well. But anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, look after each other, and head on out to Universal Studios Japan and have the absolute time of your life. Until next time, bye-bye.